There
It's
you are,
he's
Sid.
called
Thanks so much for coming.
Orlando.
The ruins are just over there, as
Like
is
that.
the creature I told you about, I'd imagine. Would you mind?
Of course. I'll be right back.
You're trying to stupid Akibo to guess that one, this seed, but it won't do it. The closest one's that one. Yeah, it's completely different one. It gets Clive though. Nice. Maybe he knows the main character. Mark.
This must be our unwanted visitor.
Your character is linked to a dog and said Jason got Clive. Bye-bye. Come on, get inside my tornado. My tornado is this way. This way. There you go. A little bit too late.
This one.
You forgot who Corleone was in 15? Wasn't that the one that was with Galio on Galio's DLC? I mean, not Gladio, Gladios.
Over here.
You forgot he existed. I do know. I do remember my characters sometimes. You know, me being a Final Fantasy nerd.
The things I do for you, Mid.
Sid! Oh, thank goodness you're safe.
You shouldn't have any trouble now.
Indeed. Well, don't let us keep you. We'll, see that everything is transported safely back to the hideaway.
Thank
Right.
you.
I'll let Mid know you're on
At
your
least
way.
this one was only kill one monster instead of that other one with the stupid collect stardust. But we still have one more because it's 3 pieces and this makes 2, but just one more. Dougie. No new side quest. We good to go. And then run all the way back to mid.
We're seeing troops amassing at every port.
Hey, Otto. Bye, Otto. Catchy. Not a catchy. And go down the stairs and then we find Mead. And she's gonna send us on another errand.
Mid. Helena has recovered the material for the helm.
You mean what her
She'll be
name?
along
What's her
shortly.
name?
Excellent. Another job well done.
And just
Ouch.
one remaining.
Right. Right,
Right.
the shielding. This one's a bit of a bugger.
How so?
The plating's enough to stop the engines going pop, but those things will still be spitting out enough fire to set the rest of the ship ablaze. Which is why you need proper shielding. A prism for the dragon's breath that's blazing away inside. I thought a triple thick layer of tempered steel might do it. Or more of the stuff that the Fallen use, but they'd both be too heavy. The helm and the plating are bulky enough as it is. Add any more weight and the whole ship would be at the bottom of the briny before we'd even started. I need something light. But I've racked my brains and I just can't think what to do it.
Well, if I were in need of obscure knowledge, I know whose counsel I would seek. Hippocrates.
Tomes? Yeah, well, I'd thought of that, obviously.
Did
I've
you?
got all the details written down here. Can you take this to him? See what he makes of it?
Right away.
Why couldn't you just bring it to him if you already knew the details? Come on, girl. I'm not your errand boy. As much as you wanted me to be. Welcome back, Ether. Did you raid today? You spent some time progging Ultimate. I got it right, yay! And now your brain is fried. Is it fried chicken? No, I'm joking. But yeah, that happens after Ultimate, I suppose. After raiding. Fried goose. Sounds about right. Hey dude.
Hippocrates, do you have a moment?
For you, Clive, always.
Well, actually, it's for mid this time. Could you take a look at this?
Here, have that.
Shielding for a mithril engine. Whatever will that girl think of next?
We have no idea.
What are these notes around the edges?
She has some specific requirements for the materials. The shielding needs to be able to resist extreme heat on the inside,
Oh.
and yet remain cool enough on the outside not to set the ship alight, while also being light enough not to sink it. As you can imagine, she's struggling to find anything that meets her needs.
Of course.
I see.
I wondered if you might know of a solution, or if you might be able to search the records for one.
Perhaps it is not a different material she requires, but a different approach.
What do you mean?
Consider the lake we have made our home. Its blighted waters eat away far more quickly than fresh water or even brine, at timber and steel alike. And yet, we have made a home here from those very materials nonetheless.
We have. But Bardolph must varnish every board twice over to keep it from rotting. And Obelisk complains that without a constant supply of pitch.
Peachy.
I see.
Early Gregorian histories speak of a preparation known as moon dew. It is said to be able to resist even the most ferocious flames. Before the dragoons tamed the worms and wyverns of the realm, nobles would daub their castle walls with it in order to guard against dragon fire.
So if we could recreate it...
It might be applied to some material or other in order to provide the protection Mid requires. As to how best to apply it and to what material, perhaps Bardolph and Obelisk might be of assistance.
Cheese
I shall
peaches,
speak to them
peaches,
and
peaches,
see what
peaches.
wisdom they might have to offer. If you would be so kind as to procure the necessary ingredients, I shall discuss the specifics of how it
No.
might be most effectively put to use with our two friends.
No more ingredient
The knowledge of the past
looking.
may yet prove useful
Ingredient
to we of the
hunting.
modern era.
I refuse.
Thank you, Hippocrates. And since you're asking others to help you, perhaps I should too.
Jill and the doctor.
So you need a hand, do you?
We do. I'll be heading to market for the ingredients we need. I could do with some help. And some company too.
The
Why are you
other
taking the
can
girls?
Assist me in researching how best to prepare the shielding itself.
Can we count on your aid?
Always. Well, if Jill's game.
Thank you.
I am sure either of these fine young minds would prove indispensable in my research. I leave the decision as to who will go with whom.
Who's
in
coming
your
with me,
capable hands,
Jill
Clive.
or Tarja? Who do I want to bring, Jill or Tarja?
Shielding that guards against even the most ferocious flames. We could have done with some of that on
I
Drustinus.
think I'm gonna leave Jill
I doubt
behind.
I
I'm
would have
taking
survived that place with or
Tarja.
without it. A trip to Northreach, though, I think either of us could handle.
So, Clive, have you made your decision?
Yes.
Who will accompany you on your little excursion?
Tarja. Tarja, jerk with me.
All right.
Sorry, Jill.
So, what are we fetching?
I have taken the liberty of preparing a list. Here.
Garlic? Conch shells?
Yeah,
Are
we
you
don't need
sure
it
this
for
is the
that.
right list? Looks like the ingredients for someone's supper.
Though these items may seem mundane, they have potent effects that are rarely exploited, effects for which they were once highly prized. So much so, in fact, that they were harvested almost to extinction, hence moon dews having fallen from favor. Now, of course, they can be obtained with ease. You should be able to find everything you need at the market in Northreach.
Well, isn't that convenient? I
Why
was
do I
hoping
even
to be able
have
to make
to?
a trip over that way sometime soon. Need to speak to an old acquaintance. I'll meet you there.
Why do I even
Alright.
have to bring someone
Stay
with me
safe.
to go to the market?
See you later, Clive.
Bye, Jill.
Good luck with your research.
No new side quest, no new side quest. Let's go. Whee.
Now, where's Taya?
That's a good question. There she is.
Keep them pilgers nice and chilled.
Need to stock up on these.
Hey, Tarja.
There you are, Taya.
Ah, and there you are. We shouldn't have any problems finding what we need in a place like this. But if time is of the essence, perhaps we should split up. Take a few items each.
All right. What shall I look for?
Let's see now. Why don't you take the garlic and the pepio nuts?
Not the
Meet me
nuts.
by the gate when you've got them.
You're back with food. Welcome back. Did you bring food for me? Then you had a thought about a question to ask me. What's up?
There's talk that the Glassgate flood has finally spread to the world.
That'd mean half of Oriflamme's
Do you see anything you like?
Might. When you think in Spanish, English, or a mixture? I don't think.
Come back again.
Buy, sell, or be gone. Go on.
She don't think. No, I don't.
How the hell is anyone supposed to...
I mean, if you ask when you're talking, do you think when you're like if I think when I'm talking, I don't. I just
trust
talk,
it's all here.
That should do it.
which usually
Taya's
causes
finished too.
issues because I don't think before speaking.
All anyone ever wants anymore.
Up! You'll not find a bruised pippin in
Well, did you find everything?
I did. Here.
Here you have your garlic and your nuts.
Garlic and pepio nuts. Job done. We should get this back to Tomes then. He'll be waiting.
Unless you mean, like, for example, you're taking a shower and you're just lost in thoughts. In what language are you thinking?
Plus,
Mostly in Spanish.
We're not in too much of a rush, are we? Quick chat. Do you know, I think this is the very first time we've been out on an errand together.
It actually is. That's what I picked you.
I think you might be right.
In all the years since you and that scowl of yours first appeared, you haven't invited me out once. For shame.
I know, right? I
Well, it
apologize.
seemed long overdue. And you did say you had some shopping to do.
I was hoping to restock my supplies of herbs and liniment, yes. You and Jill alone burned through them like wildfire.
Hehe.
No luck, though. My usual supplier's not here, and I refuse to pay the prices these gougers charge.
I'll ask Karen when we get back. What is it?
Oh, just memories. I came here with Sid once, shopping for supplies, just like today.
Well, now you came with
just
Sid number
like
2.
today, I came away empty-handed. Sid even said he'd speak to Karen for me when we got back. Has it really been 5 years? I remember it as if it was yesterday.
Maybe it's
Hold
just
on.
deja vu.
Does that mean it's been 5 years since we met? Feels a lot longer.
It does. In a good way, of course. Thank you, Tyre,
For what?
for everything. I just want you to know that all you've done for us, all you still do, it's appreciated.
Do you think I'd stick around if I thought it wasn't? But in the spirit of sharing and caring, you're appreciated too, by all of us.
Oh, that was cute. I'm glad I picked Tarja over Jill.
Well, I think we've tarried long enough.
Yeah,
I ought
Jill
to
is
get
gonna
these
be
ingredients
jealous.
back to Tome so he can make up this concoction of his. I'll meet you back at the hideaway, all right?
All right. And thanks again.
I heard you the first time.
Sometimes you're taking pictures, sometimes in English and sometimes in bits and pieces of language you learned. That's curious, I guess. I don't think I've ever taken pictures. Unless I'm remembering like some specific memory or something that I saw, then that's a picture, but not really. Sid had an influence on everyone. He did. I mean, he even influenced like Clive and Jill, right? That's why we're here. This woman kind of put a Tia and Grahatia. Why? Because she has red hair?
I wonder how Hippocrates is getting on with the moon dew.
Can't get enough iced water. It's addicting. I don't like the water cold. I like it unless it's like super hot outside, but normally I just drink the water at like room temperature.
How's work on the shielding progressing, Hippocrates?
Well, very well indeed. And thanks in no small part to your kind assistance. I was
I
just
only got some
explaining to
nuts
Tarja
and garlic.
how we might best go about preparing the moon dew. And now that we have all the ingredients, we may begin.
You can count on me. I've mixed more than a few mysterious concoctions in my time.
I'm sure you have. What about the shielding itself?
Work is underway, under the watchful eyes of Bardolph and Obolus.
Apparently, it'll be ready soon.
Thank you.
They work fast.
All of you.
Right then. Jill, would you join me in the infirmary? Many hands make light work and all that.
Of course.
Oh, and Clive.
Yes.
It was good to talk. We should do it again sometime.
Sure. Anytime.
It appears our work here is almost at an end. A shame. I was enjoying playing the man of action for once. When both the shielding and the moon dew are ready, it will merely be a matter of applying the one to the other. followed by a rigorous process of testing and retesting, of course. Perhaps someone ought to warn young Mid of that.
Leave it to me. Thank
Can't
you,
drink
Hippocrates.
room temperature water unless you're incredibly thirsty. The taste of bitter? I mean, tastes bitter. It tastes of nothing. It's water.
Well, I'd better go and give Mid the good news then.
Room temperature water has a taste. No, it doesn't have a taste. It's just water. Maybe what you're tasting is the plastic bottle or something. I wonder where we at the game. Like, how long until we get this game? Will we be able to finish it on... Well, we still have Friday, you know what? I was forgetting about Friday. What, like, will we be able, to finish it on Saturday? I was not counting Friday.
You found something for it?
Things like this for
In a
headband.
manner of speaking,
Yeah.
Hippocrates knew of a substance that's highly resistant to heat. A coating that should provide the protection you need. He's supervising the construction and testing of the shielding as we speak.
Brilliant! I knew you wouldn't let me down.
Don't thank me. I'm just the errand boy.
Right then, better start working out how to bolt all these bits together. To the Black Hammer!
There's still quite a lot of people playing this game. Oh yeah, I believe that. It's just I want to finish this game this week because this week comes out Raincoat, the successor of Danganronpa, and I want to start that one next
When I got
week.
into the smithing game, I thought I'd be making swords and shields, not thermal bleeding didgeridoo-dahs.
Displacement stacks.
Same difference. Whatever you call it, I ain't putting it together in here. It's cramped enough as it is. Let's take this outside. Mid,
Look it
you
up,
get
and
all
some
the parts
people can
lined up
taste the
on the
difference
deck.
in gas
I'll take
content
care of the rest.
that exists between ice water and room temperature.
Oh, and bring me the biggest
Yeah, I have
hammer
no
you
idea.
can find.
Oh, I'll
This
believe
is
you.
gonna require some precision walloping.
She laughed, but she didn't really laugh. It's still new, you expect nothing less. I agree. Basically, you're cursed and I'm lucky. Sometime later. Dun, dun, dun. Did you ever start Honkai? No, because it hasn't been released on PlayStation yet.
Fuck for that.
I think it's in November when it's gonna get
for
released.
Thank you, Clive, Blackthorn, everyone. That's one down and just 3 more to go.
I'm sorry.
I'm sorry, what?
Oh, didn't I tell you? The Enterprise has 4 mithril engines, and we'll be needing a displacement stack for each. Don't worry. Now they've got a finished one to work off. My gang in Canva can build the rest.
Good luck to them, I say. Right, I'm off to get a sling for this elbow. Any other work comes in, keep it to yourselves, eh?
Yeah. We're not helping you anymore, me. Sorry. You hate room temperature water too, B? Hope you win your 50-50 on Luoka. Good luck! I hope you do.
What's the matter?
Nothing. Just daydreaming. Thinking about the Enterprise sailing off over the horizon to shores unknown. Searching for a land untouched by the Blight. Just like me and my dad planned. So if the worst came to the worst and every scrap of soil in the Twins turned black, we might still have a chance. That's what she was meant to be. You see, one last chance just in case we needed it. But now she's so close to being finished, I've realized I don't want her to be that. I don't want her to be just a lifeboat for us to cling to if things get desperate. I want
You want?
I want people to sail aboard her by choice, not from the lack of it. In a world where we're not just trying to survive, but where we can actually live.
I'm working on that.
Yeah,
And
that's
I'll do
what
everything
we're
I
trying
can
to
get
do.
you what you want.
Don't you always? All right. My mind's made up. As soon as the Enterprise is fit to sail, I'm putting her under your command.
Are we getting a
Sod our
ship?
plans, I'm trusting in yours.
Are you sure about this?
Something tells me it's what my dad would have wanted.
He'd be proud of you.
You were gonna visit his grave, weren't you?
I was. And you can come too now that your little project is finished.
It's not
Right.
finished though. She needs 3 more engines.
There's just one thing I need to finish up first. Won't be a mo.
All right. I'll let Otto know you're coming. Meet us in the mess when you're ready.
Aye, aye, Captain.
When am I getting a ship? Not like it matters because I teleport everywhere anyway.
Mid told me she was building a ship.
She is building a ship. Hey
Right,
Otto.
Clive. Asterix. Mid finished sending half the hideaway traipsing across the twins, has she? I swear, that girl'd do anything to put off visiting her old dad's grave. No excuses now, though, eh?
Not quite. She said there was one final thing she had to take care of. I'm sure she'll be finished soon enough.
She said that, in those words.
Yeah, she did.
She did, yes.
Well, not exactly those words.
Were you born yesterday or something? There is no thing. She'll probably be halfway to Canva by now.
Mid. I might still be able to catch her.
Wokka is Leiss if he grew up his hair and became a red mage mate. But how would you explain the big coffin? What coffin? Coffin. Coffin. Ekans. Coffin. Ekans. Wait, there's 2 more side quests and one is right here. Back there. Yeah. Yeah. It's Wes he stores his cat ears when they're not used. What do you mean he stores his cat ears? They're not detachable. Excuse you? They're always there.
Well. Here, Sid. Reckon you might be just the man to help me out of a bit of bother, if you've a mind to.
Let's hear it.
Well, it's about this alembic the chief's got me making.
What?
Lovely bit of kit it is. Bunging a solution you want splitting, and it will separate it out, just like that.
I think the tail is there too, but cannot verify. My tail is right there, you can see it at the bottom right of the screen. But no, it's not detachable.
Which is why I've been looking for something to filter the liquid.
It's not a
we'll be
pluggable
cooking off.
tail.
And that's where
It's a
I
real
was
deal.
hoping you could help me out.
Sure, why not?
I imagine Ty could get some use out of this alembic too. Distilling medicines and the like. All right. Why not?
Proper job.
Question of the day.
So what
What
exactly do you
is
need
your
for this filter?
Wi-Fi's name?
Nothing but
My
Mama
Wi-Fi's
shall
name
do,
is
says the
Pikachu
chief.
P.
Gave me a sample she'd obtained from the
Yes,
university
that's my Wi-Fi's name.
Couldn't
Pikachu P.
believe my eyes. You pour the blackest blight water through it, and it comes out clear as a
Funnily enough,
mountain stream.
yours is get your own.
So,
Really?
I did a bit of reading about where I might be able to get hold of some. And do you know what I found out?
No, I went
Only
with
the
a
blooming
Pokemon.
babies
I
of a
just was
Bomb
like
King.
Pikachu
They
P.
leave 'em behind when they die, see?
Not P like
I take
Piki.
it that's where I come in.
Not like that, Atlas.
If you wouldn't mind. I saw a billet on the hunt board for one just the other day.
Like
Would've gone
that.
myself, but, well, fighting dirty great balls of flame ain't exactly my forte. You, on the other hand...
All right. I'll see
Your
what I can
Wi-Fi
do.
name is Netgear 52 5G, so
Good
creative.
hunting, eh?
Laces? What do you mean laces? It's just like, you know how Pikachu goes. Pikachu. Pikachu P. Didn't know that Atlas was Beast's name. I guess one of your neighbors has the get your own too, right? But yeah, funnily enough, when I didn't have internet for like a week or something, I don't remember, because they wasn't fixing it, and I ended up hiring an internet that had a set amount of gigabytes, I think, per month, and I couldn't really stream because of it. But I still went to Ether and Entity's wedding in Final Fantasy XIV with that internet. The internet from that router, I called it Eevee. So I had Pikachu and Eevee. Never mind, it's not the cat ears keeps in the scope, and it's his Pikachu and Eevee. Don't forget. Off the record, I was thumbing through the hideaway ledgers at Otto's behest, and might have come across something that might need your attention, maybe. And by that I mean immediately. You know where I'll be.
Trouble with the ledgers. Shouldn't he be asking Otto for help?
Agree. Like, why me? What did I do to deserve this? Bad feeling. 5. Something ain't right with that hound of yours. When it pleases your lordship, come pay me a visit at the What? Is something wrong with Torgal?
What could be wrong with Torgor? He seemed well enough when I last saw him.
We're gonna have to do this one. Prioritize quest. Yep, not doing that off screen, we're doing that one. We have to check Torgal. The pen is mightier, what? Open tumblers, okay. Cheers for your help dragging Blackthorn out of the dumps the other day. Thing is, I reckon he's gonna throw himself back in, judging by the droop of his jowls lately, so I'm thinking maybe it weren't just the leather that was on his mind. Maybe there's other demons jabbing their pitchforks into his private. What? I know you're a busy bloke, but next time you find yourself free, maybe we could go and ask the old bastard what's got him so hot and bothered. Assuming it ain't just the forge.
Hopefully it's nothing. But I should speak to Blackthorn just in case.
You never noticed the maidress. Who's maidress? What are you talking about? On who? On Atlas? Atlas profile picture. You hate? I don't think so. Atlas, why are you still awake? I mean, it's probably 7 AM or something for you now, but it's for to his privates. I know, right? Atlas got a part-time job? Yes. As a maid, apparently.
I got your note.
What's up with our
wrong
dog?
with Torgal?
So you can read. Congratulations. But I didn't say I were wrong with him. I said something weren't right. He's not been eating me treats. He used to love cracking the bones from Molly's boiled brown, but now he won't so much as look at them. Didn't like him. Which is why I'm of a mind that his mind's on something else.
Gotta
Not been
respect the
working in
hustle.
too hard, have
I
you?
know, right? Especially because Atlas is one of those maids that goes like, "Yes, master. What do you need, master? Can I do anything for you, master?"
What was it he said he was? A frost wolf?
That's what the lawsman seems to think.
Maybe it's like a Wakami from P5. Exactly like that, but not really, because he actually put some work on like Hawakami.
Differences, Rosalith. Perhaps Hippocrates knows something.
Instead of everything, you mean? Perhaps.
You thought he said got your nose? Yes, Atlas, we know. Not the Kawakami. The new league mode is where the 2v2v2v2, it's kind of like teamfight tactics, but with league. Pick with Harpotres. Harpotres. Let's go, Harpotres. But it's okay, Atlas. I think you wear the maid outfit better than Kawakami.
Something's not right with him.
He isn't ill, is he?
I don't think so. But according to Lady Karen, he seems to have lost his appetite, which is certainly a new development. She says he's hardly been touching his bones of late, and she believes it may have something to do with what happened at Rosalith Castle.
His powers? Maybe he needs to eat ether more.
Might be right, though not about his appetite. All canids are instinctively inclined to crack open bones for the rich marrow that resides within, and I see no reason why a frostwolf should be any different. Accordingly, I suspect it is not a lack of appetite that afflicts Torgal, but a surfeit of it. If we assume that his newfound magics require additional nourishment to sustain, it may well be that the bones Lady Karen is accustomed to providing are no longer sufficient. Frostwolves, after all, habitually prey upon far larger animals, whose bones may yield altogether different nutrients. As to where one might find a suitable substitute, some antelopes that graze the
I need to
meadows
take
of eastern
Torgal
Bavaria
hunting. That's what
have
he's
been known
telling
to
me.
grow to a size more than double that of their lesser cousins.
I don't recall ever seeing any that large.
And little wonder. The oldest and largest such creatures rarely leave the safety of the highlands for fear of predators. The last elder antelope sighting I recall hearing about took place near Cressida, and that was long before the village was abandoned.
Even so, it seems like a good place to start.
Good hunting, Clive.
Hunting Clive. Leiss, when do you plan to end the stream? On Saturday. I cannot go anywhere. Why can't I go anywhere? I can't talk already. Okay, I cannot continue that side quest because they are not letting me teleport anywhere.
Oboleth, have you seen Mid?
Yep. In a boat, going that way.
Then I'm too late.
You in a hurry at all, are you? I offered to take her across, but she wouldn't wait. Just paid for a dinghy and rowed off. Oars going like the clappers. Got some life in her, ain't she? But anyway, I was on my way up to see you, as it happens.
Why?
Got
What do you need from
letter
me?
for you. Urgent, by the sound of it. One of your uncle's men said I was to hand it to you in person, post-bleeding haste.
Oh boy.
And you're here now.
Thank you, Oboleth.
Don't mention it.
So we're not gonna see Sid's, not gonna see Sid's
What
grave.
tidings, Uncle?
My dear boy, my journey to Camber has been a resounding success. The friend I mentioned not only agreed to share the contents of his strongbox with us, but his considerable knowledge of the goings-on in the Free Cities, by which I learned of the endeavors of a certain young friend of yours. Though I for one believe Miss Telamon's project to be quite a valiant enterprise, I doubt the Canberrian authorities will take kindly to the unauthorized use of their dockyards, no matter how deserted. And if rumor has already reached my friend, it might be not long before the guildmasters are rapping at our door, which is why I penned you this note. I would like to borrow your man, Gav, for a moon or two, that he might keep a watch on those who might mean our little fellowship ill, and warn us of any impending attack. I trust that you will give this proposal your full consideration. Your loving uncle, Byron.
Trouble in Canva. Well, I'll need someone to keep an eye on Mid.
Hey Turtwig, how are you? Welcome. It's just exclamation point.
Work and then just sailed off into the sunset.
There you go.
Seems that way.
Well, nothing we can do about it now.
Look, another boat for Sid.
On visiting Sid, you might want to tie her to something before you suggest it.
Ah, don't be so hard on her. Got to admit, the dirty work was kind of fun. Everyone pitching in, all that bollocks.
Bollocks.
Just like when we built this place.
You're right.
Anyway, we all set to head to the old hideaway. I could do with getting to Canva pretty sharpish. Wouldn't do to keep Lord Rosfield of the Seven High Houses waiting now, would it? Not after he asked for me personally.
Loophole found. What do you mean?
Will you mind the place while we're gone?
You can count on me. Just be sure to give Sid and the others my regards. All right.
And about your question, B, probably just go and check Sid's grave.
She'll meet us there.
I hope she's telling the truth at least.
I don't want to go into something like super important, I guess. But I want to be able to teleport somewhere. You may have voted yesterday also. What? Huh? What did you try to do? There is no loophole. Thanks, V, for the headbutt. The cooldown starts the moment you vote. This is Sid's grave, Val. There you go. You found it. We found it.
Well, Sid, I remember what you told me. That if no one is listening to what you have to say, you may as well not say it. But I will say this, old friend. Hugo Kuka is gone. His shadow looms over us no longer.
It's a pity the Phoenix can't be in two places at once. If he'd have been with us, maybe he could have done something for the lost.
Not even the Phoenix can bring people back from the dead. Life has a beginning and an end. So we must live while we have the chance. And not as slaves to the crystals, but as free men.
But as free men. We agree.
May we join you?
Is Ripa command? Yes, it's actually Dory's command. It's because B put F and then Moon put Rip too close to each other, and Dory's the ghost from Halloween command are still there.
I thought I'd drop by and see how you were all doing before heading off to restock my supplies.
I'm glad to see everyone comes to see Sid though. Pay the respects towards Sid.
It wasn't the most scenic view back then, but it were never as bad as this.
I know. The blight marches on. And soon, there will be no escaping sights like these.
So our mission remains unchanged.
We cannot stop until every mother crystal is gone, and their thirst for ether with them. The only one that remains in Storm is Drake's tail in the Crystalline Dominion.
Our next target.
Yes.
We're going to Twinside.
It's the capital of the Empire these days. I wouldn't like to think how tightly guarded they've got the place. Not that that'll stop you, but we do well to scout it out before you go charging in.
We would indeed.
If you're off to the Dominion, you can take this great lump with you.
Really?
Goods.
Oh, I am sorry. Have you forgotten you're the most wanted man in the Twins? I thought you might like to disguise yourselves as the attendants of a travelling trader, assuming you've no better ideas. You wanted to buy yourself some tools, didn't you? Well, now's your chance.
You let that me laugh, though.
Oh, thanks, Nan. Stop that! You break me bones, you great
Oh
young
my
loot.
gosh.
There's a caravan that runs back and forth between the Dominion and the Bocklad markets. It's managed by the Merchants Guild. Just show them Goots' traders pass and you'll be on your way. It'll be a damn sight less risky than footing it the length of the Crystal Road. That's for sure.
Thank you, Karen. And glad to have you with us, Goot.
Okay then. I'll get me things and I'll meet yous there. See yous down in Bocklad.
Get off! Me poor fingers!
Jill, you're with me.
Understood.
And Gav,
Already on my way, Captain.
be careful.
Aren't I always?
How to fight the Empire? I suppose so. It's supposed to amazing.
Your protege is making a
Really
proper
funny.
little outlaw of himself.
Time to steal Shiva too. We have 3 more to steal, I think. Shiva, Bahamut, and Odin. Oh my god, I still can't teleport. Why? Why can't I teleport anywhere? Did you get Titan? Yes, and oh my god, the Titan fight was amazing. And the music was chef's kiss. Did I walk? You should try it sometime. Goats is a himbo and you love him for that. He kind of is. Music was a banger. Yes, it was. It was a banger. Ow. Also, I'm so hungry. Onward.
How are you feeling?
Yay, I can teleport now. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Better.
Let me grab that side
Thanks
quest
to
right
Taya.
quick.
I'm glad to hear it.
So you're assuming you got seats as well?
Filling the voice.
Yes. Yes, I did. Sid gave it to us though. Assuming we went to history. They already mentioned the name.
Till the Republic laid a new road
As much as Clive didn't want it. Yep, Clive did not want it. Clive did not want it.
Leaving this one for those living outside the law.
Indeed. I doubt we'll be the only outlaws on the trail today.
Almost there to the side quest. Whip, whip. So we have 4 goats cheated. We have We have the blessing of the Phoenix. Then we have ours that is Ifrit. Then we have Garuda, Titan, and Ramu. That's it. That's what we have. But gods cheated. Really only Garuda and Titan because Ramu gave us their powers like himself. Phoenix, we didn't cheat Phoenix. That was a blessing that Joshua gave us. Ramu, the lightning,
So what do you think?
wasn't cheated because we did not
alive.
fight him. He gave us the power when he was dying.
Really?
The Harpy,
bad as that?
Garuda, and Titan,
Right.
then yes, those two we
There's
did
trouble
fight
up
those
ahead.
two.
And too much of it for us to handle.
I take it there's danger on the road.
What about this fearsome-looking fellow?
Fearsome looking fellow, you mean handsome looking
No
fellow.
doubt. Assuming he's willing to hear us out.
Well met, friend. My brother and I have been tasked with finding a merchant's missing cart. You seen it by any chance?
How does a merchant misplace his cart?
Oh, the man's a coward. When he thought goblins might come a-snarling, he ran, leaving his livelihood abandoned in the pass.
He sent the two of us to fetch it, but it's gone. Now, I'm not much of a thinker, but I know the work of thieves when I see it.
My brother's right on all accounts. And by
Did
my
it show it giving it to us? Because no, we totally did it. No, it did show, like Val said. Clive was crying because Sid knew he was dying, so he gave us his power, and Clive was like, no, Sid, I don't want it. And Sid pretty much forced Clive to get the power.
You, however, have the look of a man who needn't fear a band of backwater ruffians. What do you say? Will you help us out? Chances are they'll come for you either way. But if you promise to lend us a hand, at least you'll pocket a reward for your troubles.
I suppose he's right.
Well, if I'm going to have to deal with them anyway.
You've clearly got a fine head on those broad shoulders.
Oh my god, the way he said it.
Came along. Now,
Has a head on those
hoping to make a heavy
broad
purse in
shoulders.
Bocklad, our merchant friend loaded his cart with as much as it would carry. Reckon he won't be forking over the rest of our fee if we don't find those goods. So, while you're seeing to those bandits, you keep your eyes open.
All right. Just don't expect me to drag the cart out of there myself.
No. You can leave the cart to us. You just put an end to those bandits and point us in the right direction. You do that, we'll take care of the rest.
Crazy evil woman totally is a secret dominant. You wonder what she has? Do you mean the queen? That's Clive's mom. And she hates dominants and bearers that are pretty much mages. She is a really bad racist. Open world map. I can teleport. I can do all these side quests. So yeah.